I know to a man, no one goes out there and wants that to happen. But we understood that's what happened. They were playing at a higher level. They were competing harder. Everything they were doing was harder than what we were doing.
You guys have bounced back. I mean, whenever it looked like people expected you to have a bad game, you came and had a great game. Will this get in your guys' heads at all, or is it easy to put behind?
Nah, we got to find a way to put it behind us. I think the way to make up a schedule is it allows you to think about it one day, then another day, get prepared for the following game. So, and we've always been a good team to bounce back. I expect us to bounce back and play harder, compete with those guys.
You think maybe guys underestimated a little bit just what the finals are all about and the additional intensity?
I don't know. I hope we don't. It probably showed in our performance. But again, this team's smarter than that, and we're together a bunch. I don't think we just didn't know what to expect out there. I think we just didn't bring it quite enough to the game tonight.
Did Stan keep you in the loop on how he was going to use you guys?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I knew he was going to play. We understood that. We understood it. Of course, we got to welcome our All-Star back. No one knows how long he was going to play or how short minutes he was going to play. We didn't know. So it's an adjustment period only for him, for me, other guys. We're going to have to try to adjust to it quick.
That's the thing, it is an adjustment. You don't see teams make these kind of changes
You don't.
in the finals.
You don't.
Are you a little surprised?
But no. Yeah. Him coming back, we all have to adjust to it. He's going to adjust. We have to adjust his players. And again, we're going to have to make the adjustment quick. Again, it's different because you're in the finals. Not like it's game 41 or 42.
How different is it for you when you were used to playing 33, 35
It's tough.
minutes?
It's tough. Again, I felt great starting the game in the first quarter, in the rhythm, in the groove, got a good feel of the game, and then sat the whole second. Then I come in the third, I had to start all over again and try to get a feel for the game, and couldn't get that feel of the game again. So again, it's something I have to adjust to and adjust to quick.
When you try to talk with Stan,
and say, hey, you know what, I need a little bit more rhythm to be able to get there.
I've never been one to complain about minutes and anything like that. I've always learned to do what you have to do in the minutes you're given. Again, it's a blessing to be in this league. So with the minutes you're given, you got to go out there and give it your all.
Were you surprised that he was able to come back? I mean, or were you guys as a team sort of knew it was sort of back
Well,
there?
he was working. He was working hard. I was a little surprised because it was kind of early in his rehab and whatever. But he looked great. He looked great moving when he came back. He looked great. He looked good on the court. He was moving, getting some things done. The only thing that wasn't on, like all of us, was our shot.
Is that the toughest thing, when minutes get changed like that? It's just the shooting rhythm?
It's just the whole rhythm of the game. This is a make and miss league. Some guys make shots, some guys will miss shots. The next night you can make more than you miss. But there's other areas of the game. You got to get a feel and a flow to the game. And when your minutes happen to switch like that, you got to figure out on the fly how to get a rhythm and a tempo and a flow to the game again.
Because you've been in such an incredible groove, not just last year. I mean, the entire thing. You almost like the story of the playoffs. Now, all of a sudden, have you been playing in your mind how are you gonna deal with this when and if it happens?
Nah, I knew it was gonna be an adjustment period. Again, you have to go out there, execute the game plan, understand how they're playing me, how they're playing others. Just play the game. But again, it was a little different to play the whole first, sit the entire second, come out in the third, play a little bit, come on out, go back in. It was, things like that. I haven't done that in my entire career. It's something to adjust to. Again, it's not like it's game 41. It's the finals. And you have to do it quick.
Do you think there's any way that this could actually come out to be an advantage or a benefit?
It was only first game. I like the combination of us. The flow and tempo is going to continue to be up and down. We're going to get up and down the court. We got a guy like Jameer who score. You got a guy like myself getting in pass, make plays for others. Occasionally hit the three. But again, it's an adjustment time.
does this create any looking over the shoulder? When you're playing out there, and if you make a mistake or miss a couple shots, do you feel more like you might come out, or you don't have as long a leash?
Not at this point in my career. I think when you're early in your career, that's something players think about. At this point, you're gonna come out. You're gonna come out regardless. But I know early in the guy's career, that's something that affects you big time. When you can't play like that.
How much in the flow?